So let's start. I should have probably put them up a little farther. So let's start with the first column. The first column is your state of mind, your current state of mind going into March. And the first card we have, make sure all the cards are in the screen, yep, is the Death card, the Chariot reversed, and the Nine of Wands reversed. So let's start with the Death card right away. Your current state of mind going into March, you have this, the Death card. And what the Death card represents is that internally, within yourself, there's an aspect that you are letting go of. There's, in a sense, a death of part of your being inside you. And that's what you're walking over the top of right here. There's some way of being, there's your belief, there's your attitude, there's something about you that no longer is necessary or valid, and you just realize that going into March, and you're working towards changing that at this time. With the Chariot reversed, usually it represents having a victory, like a moral victory, and bringing together the yin and the yang, and charging ahead with your projects and stuff. Something has prevented you from doing this, from going ahead with your plans and your projects, and it's holding you back at this time. So you're not getting the victory that you wanted, and it could be because you realize maybe somebody told you, or you found out the hard way, that there's something about you, your persona, that needs changing before you are able to get this victory. Because this is a victory, something you really want to accomplish, you really want to do. And like the Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior. He's like tough, and no matter what, he's standing his grounds and he's fighting his battle. But being reversed, you're not fighting, you're tired. You are at this stage where you know it's time for you to make changes. So you need to look at the aspects, all aspects of your life, because you want this victory. That's your current state of mind going into March. Now your home life for March, you have the Two of Swords reversed, Eight of Pentacles reversed, and Five of Cups reversed. Looking at your cards, I think about maybe 50% of them are reversed. But your home life is definitely all reversed. With the Two of Swords reversed, you did have choices in the past, but right now these choices don't seem to be there for you right now, and they're not available for you. This is in your home life. You didn't make the decision that you should have made because you weren't clear about the results, because like the moon will leave shadows and upright. You don't really know where. You see how she's blindfolded and everything. She doesn't know what the next step will be. Even if she makes a choice, she's kind of afraid that she might just fall in a hole or go the wrong direction. Well, you waited too long, and these options no longer are available. And normally with Eight of Pentacles, this is talking about how you are currently working on like your skill, your trade, maybe a hobby. Maybe at work you're learning something and developing your talent and nurturing it. But being reversed, things are a little stagnant right now, and you could be unable to learn more things. You're at a slow period, probably at work, which affects your home life because you are home more and things are complacent. They're just same in and out. And with the Five of Cups, normally Five of Cups upright is being pessimistic because he's all he's doing is thinking about what he's lost, and he's not looking at what he still has. He should be optimistic. But being reversed, these no longer are the focus. Being pessimistic no longer is the focus. You are turning things around. You're being a little bit more optimistic, but you still are kind of melancholy about the situation. Whatever the situation is, probably the choice that you missed, the decision, the direction that you could have went. And because you're a little bored right now, because you're not learning anything, you're not developing, not growing. And that's your home life right in the month of March. Your desires for the month, you have King of Swords reversed, the World reversed, and Five of Wands reversed. King of Swords is very quick with his words. Let's see. King of Swords is an air sign, which is a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, which is you. So normally you're quick with your words and you get to the point, you clear up any confusion, any clutter, and you're very articulate, and you are good at putting your plans into action and helping other people put their plans into action. And you're a king, so you've learned a lot through your age and your experience. But by being reversed, you aren't paying attention to what you're saying, and some of the things you're saying may be cutting. So as your desire, you desire to actually be this way, to be upright. That's your desire. But right now, what is going on is you're being quick and cutting with your words. But you are desiring to break through the confusion that is going around you and the clutter. With the World being reversed, you desire some time out because the World talks about you evolving and turning the to a next stage in your life, going from learning your lesson, going from one stage and then evolving and going on to the next stage. But your desire is you actually want to stay where you are right now, maybe take a break. And also with the Five of Wands, you want the people around you to quit arguing and fighting and doing little nitpicking things to you, because that's what Five of Wands is. Five of Wands is all about people that are doing the kind of like brotherly, sisterly love, where they just pick on each other, and your parents have to say, quit hitting him, or whatever brotherly, sisterly love does. And that's what you want, the people around you to just back off and quit with all this little badgering and everything. So you just more or less want a break. That's what your desire is, to cut through any confusion and to take a break. What you expect to happen for the month is Two of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Lovers reversed. You expect to have a lot of responsibility that you have to continue to juggle You have to juggle your finances. You have to juggle your daily activities, your undertakings, and you have to try to keep it at the level that you're at, no matter how much responsibility. Like, I really feel most of this reading has to do with your work, but some refers to love and family. But I think this has a lot to do with work. It could be your family too, but I think you keep getting more responsibility put on you, and you are trying to juggle it. This is what you expect to happen for the month, is you're going to keep getting bombarded with more and more and more work, and you got to try to maintain the same status. And as people are like attacking you verbally or emotionally or whatever, you keep fending them off. You keep holding them at bay. And you expect your love to not be super romantic or super enduring. You expect actually probably to focus more on your work than you do your love, your romance, the union you have with another person. What will surprise you in the month is Three of Swords, the Hermit, and the Alchemist reversed. Three of Swords, it doesn't necessarily need to be like a love from your romantic partner, but somebody is going to hurt you. And this is going to surprise you. Maybe because you didn't realize you cared about this person, or you didn't realize they felt that way and they hurt you somehow. So that's going to surprise you. There's some truth that's going to come out that you were not aware of, and probably it could be reinforcing this, what you want to change about yourself, that you already kind of know, and somebody else points it out to you also. And maybe you thought you were hiding it pretty well, and that could be what surprises you, is that you weren't hiding it. People could see it, and that hurts. And that even if you take time out and you try to go inwards to find the light, that it's not helping at this time. You're unable to find the solitude, the balance, the stability that you are looking for, your inner stability. And with the Alchemist reverse, that also talks about how you're trying to change, you're trying to make this transformation, but it is hard. It is really hard to break a habit, especially something that you might have learned or you might have been doing since birth, or since you were a child. You might have learned it in school, and now it's hard to let go. It's something that is really hard to let go. You do have all the skills and the talents to make anything you really want, but you just need to, being reversed, there's something holding you back. It's probably yourself, actually, because you are unable at this time to find that guidance, to find that solitude and that peace of mind. Your soon-to-be future, which I consider to be like by the end of March, is Four of Swords, Two of Wands reversed, and Prince of Cups reversed. So by the end of the month, you are going to get that break. You are going to get some time out away from everybody, so you can go inward and contemplate your life and what's going on. And hopefully find some kind of peace of mind and pray and meditate and look for some guidance. With Two of Wands, upright, he's trying to plan his future, the direction he wants to go. But by being reversed, you are unclear about which direction you want to go. You're not sure because there's other things that need to happen in order for you, like you need to get this clarity and you need to change some things in your life in order to determine which direction to go. So you're unable to determine that at this time. So you seem to be kind of going day by day until something materializes or until this transformation completely goes through. And with the Princess of Cups, she's the messenger of a new love, a new inspiration, a new muse. But by being reversed, you're stuck. It's another card that's saying how you're stuck. But at least you will have peace of mind. You're going to have that peace of mind. And hopefully that'll give you some guidance in this transformation. And your long-term outcome looks pretty good. You have Judgment reversed, the Ten of Cups, and Queen of Wands. So, Judgment reversed. Okay, if it's Judgment upright, it talks about being the phoenix rising from the ashes, making that complete transformation. Okay, so your long-term outcome, you still are unable to make that complete transformation, but just making a partial transformation or an attempt at it, or acknowledging it originally, that always helps in itself. Is just, that's the beginning, is to admit you got a problem or something you need to change. That's the first step in actually changing it. Your family life is going to really look up. You have a lot of love there. The children, the couple, a lot of love. The house, everything's just blossoming and blooming. And this is the long-term outcome. So this probably will be in the spring and the summer. Everything will start be flourishing and growing. And with the Queen of Wands, that's a fire sign, which is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. There will be somebody around you, or you might be picking up this persona that is very charismatic and very nurturing spiritually, emotionally, mentally, especially with friends, family, helping all the time, helping people to grow. Now, this could be somebody in your family that is a fire sign or having this personality persona for the month, or this could be you having this because you're getting all this life back in you, this spirit, this inspiration. You're starting to come back alive. It could be because spring is starting to happen and it's making you alive with energy and life, just to love life again. And it'll be easy for you to flip this over and have it upright and do that complete transformation, the phoenix rising from the ashes.